In a surprising turn of events, I have actually managed to film a favorites video before the middle of the month. I know, I'm surprised too. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Hallie. I make content for pale olive people, or just anybody really interested in makeup. So if that's you, welcome, and let's get into my February favorites. We'll also be joined in the background today by my husband playing D&D with his friends, so don't mind them. I'm gonna jump right in and start by saying I am not a primer girl, okay? Never in my life have I been a primer girl. They never really worked for me, especially the really popular like grippy hydrating primers like the e.l.f. one, the Milk one, have never been for me, okay? However, I think I've been changed. This Secure the Glow primer from onesize, slightly tacky, but not too much. I don't like the overly tacky ones. Super hydrating, which I really love. I've had oily skin, like very oily my whole life. Never needed a hydrating primer in my life. I think about the last 2 months or this winter for me, my skin has been drier than it ever has, and it's crazy, and I'm not used to it, and I don't know what to do, so I've been trying to find and use all the hydrating products. All my foundations are pretty much matte, so I've been needing some extra hydration. This is really good for that. Cheaper alternative I've also been liking is by Lottie London. It's their bubble tea primer. It's not tacky, but it comes out very like jelly, like serum-y. Like a layer of it, let it sink in, and then do another layer of it if I'm feeling really dry, focus it in my dry areas, and I feel like it does a pretty good job hydrating my skin, and it's really affordable, so I love that. Another thing I did not expect to love, but fell in love with this month, it's also from onesize, but it's one of the new releases. It's their B12 Base Thinner Vitamin Pearl Serum. I've never been a glowy foundation girl, again, because my skin's always been oily, but let me tell you about her. When you mix a pump or two of this into your foundation, it's perfect for taking your super matte foundations into like a soft matte. I feel like it also adds the hydration that I've been needing in my dry skin. It just makes my matte foundations look a lot smoother, so I've been really pleasantly surprised by this. I did receive NPR, but honestly, I think I might repurchase it when I run out. There are no new foundations I've been loving, pretty much been using all the same stuff. However, it's a new concealer I've fallen in love with. It's pale olive friendly, and she's from the drugstore. It's the NYX Bear With Me Serum Concealer, and this is the lightest shade Fair. I was absolutely floored when I first tried this. Often before I film a video for you guys, like even trying a product together. When I first order it or first pick it up at the store, I will do a quick swatch at home to see if it's even gonna be worth it. Oh god, I didn't realize how messy this was. Sorry. A quick swatch of her at home one day, and she literally disappears into my skin. She's like my perfect match. It's perfect for me and my weird undertone. This is a new pale fair olive staple for me. I'm actually wearing it today. She looks so smooth. I even set her with my not usual setting powder, and I think she looks really good. Feels super lightweight. I have a whole other video trying her though on TikTok and Instagram if you want to see that though. Next one is not a new favorite. I've been using her for a while, but I think I just have to admit that she's becoming a staple for me. The Catrice True Skin. It's the Catrice True Skin Concealer. I can't talk tonight. Oh my gosh. It's like 11 p.m. right now. I put on makeup just for you guys. I know, all this, right? It looks so good, and I'm going absolutely nowhere. I hope you enjoy. This is the Catrice True Skin Concealer. I wear the shade Neutral Swan, and at first I thought she was too yellowy for me, but I use her on like low to no makeup days and just spot conceal or put like a tiny bit under my eyes just to mute my dark circles a little bit. Super hydrating, not super matte at all. She's super affordable, which just can't be beat. I was late to the game for this next one. I'm so glad I showed up for the game because the new e.l.f. Camo Liquid Contour is really good. I'm not saying she's the best, coolest contour I've ever tried, but I am wearing her today. And for me, I think she's a perfect bronzer shade, so I don't want to use a bronzer and a contour. That's too much work. This is like the perfect in-between shade for me. And I think the formula blends so nicely. I'm curious to try the bronzer shades too. There was like, I think shade 3 looks kind of olivey. Maybe I'll try that in the future, but for now, I'm really liking her as a bronzer. Not a lot of new favorites for blushes either. However, I have finally tried the Clinique Black Honey Lip and Cheek Oil, and I was surprised once. I'm gonna stop saying I'm surprised every time I like something. What can I say? I'm a skeptic, okay? I don't want to say I'm obsessed with everything. I don't want to say I like everything. Some things are fine, and I don't want to feature them in a favorites video. You know what I mean? Try to keep it real. Too much makeup out there for me to lie to you, okay? But this Clinique Lip and Cheek Oil, really good on the lips and the cheeks. I actually like this on the lips better than the actual lip gloss they have for Black Honey, and I like it better than the Almost Lipstick too. The formula is just really smooth, and the pigment is nice and buildable. And it looks really good on the cheeks. I feel like a lot of times with like lip and cheek products, they don't actually work that well for one or the other. But this blends so nicely. It doesn't look super patchy on the skin on the cheeks. I'll do some of this, pop it on the cheeks and my lips, and I look so cute. I liked the deeper shade because I could build it up and it looked a little edgier, a little more like moody, you know? She lived up to the hype for me. I've been playing with a lot of lip combos this month. When I actually feel like wearing my color palette, which is True Spring if you didn't know, this is the lip gloss I reach for. I know, she looks super bright and intimidating. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Sorbet. It's the perfect bright pop of color. I like grounding her though with like a bit of a muted lip liner, like a dark reddish kind of color or like a good brown. And speaking of that, last month I seriously feel like I've been wearing this lip pencil nonstop. It's from Colourpop. It's one of their lippie pencils. I have 1,000 of them. I still haven't even tried them all. This is in the shade BFF2. I've also talked about this before, but I've realized what a good versatile utility color it is for me, especially because it's a little bit warmer. It's a good nude. It pairs very well with a bright lip color to ground it a little bit. Or it's just good for a nude lip when I like it. I also think after I was swatching some lip liners in Sephora recently, I think she might be a dupe for the Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. Who's to say? I might have to do a video about it. Anyway, she's a really good muted, warm, kind of rosy brown. She really became a staple for me last month, besides like Endless Cacao and another one I'm about to show you. I feel like anytime I get asked what a lip combo is, like 70% of the time, maybe even 80%, it's with this lip liner. Classic MAC lip liner in the shade Chestnut. Didn't realize how much I love this shade and how much I use it because it is a dark brown lip liner, okay? Whenever I use it, it makes whatever I put on top like the star of the show. It's so cute and moody. It's like the perfect deep reddish undertone rich brown. I like pairing it with a red lipstick. I like putting like a burgundy lip gloss on top. I like putting a little bit of a nude gloss or a sparkly gloss on top. It just gives like the moody kind of 90s vibes I like. When I want something a little bit warmer that doesn't look orangey or nude, this is what I go for. One of the lip glosses I like to put on top of that is from j.cat Beauty. It's their Eternal Shine Lip Glaze. This is in the shade Burnt Sienna. Camera will not even do her justice. This lip gloss is almost metallic. It's so shimmery and glittery. It's so pretty. It's like a shimmery nude shade. And this paired with this lip liner, I actually wore this combo recently in my little Ulta car haul I did a while ago where everybody was asking me what makeup I was wearing, what the lip combo was. It was literally just these two, the MAC Chestnut lip liner and the j.cat lip gloss. Oh, and j.cat is super affordable too, so I need to check out more of their products, honestly. Another lip product I really fell in love with, honestly, the last few weeks of February. I liked wearing this with the Chestnut lip liner and on its own because it's such a stunning color. This is from RMS Beauty. It's their legendary serum lipstick, I believe it's called. It's in the shade Pamela. One of the things I love about this lipstick is it's the same color as the packaging. It's the perfect muted and neutral warm rosy color. I don't feel like I need to wear lip liner with it. I will wear her with no other makeup on. I will wear her on top of Chestnut. And she's just, I think this color on any pale, fair, light olive skin tone will look so pretty. Please try this lipstick. Last lip product here is one of the new MAC lipsticks. It's in the shade Folio. I was so scared to buy this lipstick at first because it looked more brownish when I did the swatch in the store and I was like, I thought this was supposed to be gray. It has ended up being the most perfect shade I could ever ask for. I haven't worn it a ton, but I've worn it a few times, including today. I just really love how different this color is and how you can wear it so many different ways. It's supposed to be like a really grayish nude color and it never looks like that on camera, I swear, but when you layer it onto your lips, it almost looks like cement, okay? With a gray lip liner, it looks gray. And I love that and I did that. And then other times you can put it on top of a warm lip liner like I did today. And she's just the yummiest, most perfect, like tan nude color. I think this is my ideal nude lip. I don't like pinky nudes. I think this is a really cool, a little bit edgier, kind of 90s vibe nude, and I think Folio is just so perfect for that. It's like a more gray version of a concealer lip. I just want to be like Angelina Jolie. What can I say, guys? This is the same lipstick she wore in the 90s, by the way. Last but not least, I'm very shocked myself to be sharing with you a couple of mascaras that were my favorites last month, as I'm super picky about mascaras. I use the same ones for over a year now, I think, and I just haven't found anything new that I like, which is a problem because the ones I like are a little on the pricey side. But I have grown to like the Maybelline Sky High mascara and the waterproof formula. I revisited it after trying a lot of other mascaras and she's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna say she's like one of my favorite mascaras of all time, but from the drugstore, I think she might currently be one of my favorites. I really like that the volume builds nicely on her. I think one of the only downsides I have with her is that the brush is bendy. I don't like the bendy brush. If it was fixed, I could actually comb through my lashes better and build more. Other than that, she's really great and she lasts really well. Second one is one that was more of a recent discovery, only been using it a couple of times in the last few weeks, but definitely worth mentioning because everybody else liked it too when I wore it in a video. Clinique Black Honey Mascara. None of this is sponsored, by the way. Half of it is PR, but these are my honest opinions. Volume on this builds very nicely, doesn't get super clumpy at all, but the color of this, I'm not gonna say it surprised me. If I was gonna say it, you thought I was gonna say it. I was intrigued. One, because it does not look like black honey at all. This color on the bottle, that's a lie. These two, they're not the same. The color that this is still really pretty. It honestly looks more like a brown mascara, but I've tried other brown mascaras and I think this one made my eyes pop in crazy ways. I thought so, the internet thought so. I have green eyes, so this color really makes my eyes pop. Say it's like a really reddish brown, like right between burgundy and brown, and I think that's what sets it apart from other brown mascaras. If you want to try a brown mascara with a little more oomph, this could be a really fun one to try. On the downside, I might be slightly allergic to it. I'm gonna have to push through. And we did it. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for stopping by and watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more pale olive or pale olive content. Bye!